Just the other day, I was watching Huckabee's show on Fox, and he had the assistant or deputy speaker for the Israeli Knesset or their parliament as his guest, and they were discussing national security, airport security, and so on. And he is opposed, or the idea I got is that he was considering the full body scan and so on and so forth. So he's saying that, you know what, in Israel, or the discussion went to, in Israel, they don't use full body scans. They have a different approach. They do interviews. They do racial sort of profiling, racial or whatever profiling that will help them to net the terrorists. And so they don't have any needs for this, and they don't have any terrorist attacks and so on. And you know, Huckabee sit down there and listen to this guy talk, and he won't even defend America. Now, there are several problems here that I found hilarious, and that's why I wonder whether Huckabee is smart enough to be president. The first thing is that we have laws against profiling in any form because it comes down to race and so on. Um, we have much more traffic. We have more citizens. We have more airports. We have more flights. We have more everything than Israel. So then, how would you want to equate Israel approach that seems to be working with America? Now, is he suggesting that they're going to bring up a whole bunch of Israelis to man all our airports and they can do the racial profiling thing? But I get the impression that the Israeli guy is laughing at us. He's saying that, you know what, your citizens are not smart as Israelis. We could have a discussion with these guys after looking at the videos and see how they're behaving, etc., the body language. And then we could determine to go further with a body search and generally find stuff and we thwart a plan there. But I have the kind of ability like what this Israeli is talking about. I could discern when the FBI or anybody's around, and even if I don't suspect the person's FBI, it might come to me with something stupid, and I say, you know what, I'm out here, bro. They might want you to start communicating with some Arab person overseas. They might want to sell you some diamond ring cheap. So many different things that come up with. Guy had Islamic writings, and in other words, he wanted me like to open it and feel around, put my fingerprints in it. I'm not going like out like that. So I'm the kind of guy who could be at the airport and perhaps I might be able to stop terrorists because I'm going to be able to see him and so forth. But you see, unlike the Americans, I would have asked this Israeli guy, sir, do you understand the terrorism in the world? Do you understand why America has these terrorist threats and attacks? Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand? And he can play games because you know what? Hey, it's Israel that's causing us this trouble, bro. Because we are supporting Israel and we show solidarity with Israel, bam, the Arabs hate us and they want to blow up the country and carry on. So that if, like the Soviet Union, how they told Castro, well, bro, look, Soviet Union's ended. This is Russia speaking. We can't go on with this relationship again, bro. You're on your own. I mean, if we were to try that, maybe we wouldn't have no terrorism threats or terrorist attacks and so on. But he wouldn't want to hear that. See, the billions that we give them every year and the military assistance and all this stuff, they don't want that to stop. Although I've said already that I think Israel is already in China and India and trying to get close to the leadership so that in case America economy fall away, they can continue to get that money. See, so But the bottom line is that if we weren't supporting Israel and if Israel wasn't in the Middle East, there would have had to be another reason for the problems. I don't see any other because according to the devil, this is the plan: put Israel in the Middle East, make America support it, get America into some crap. So I was surprised that Huckabee didn't discover that Israelis are not smarter than anybody else. Everybody has the ability to be smart. It's just that the enemy is trying to keep us away from, dealing with issues which will sharpen our intellects and make us be able to, operate differently. See what I'm saying? So I say, Huckabee, I don't know if you're going to be president because you won't defend this country, man. You'll join with folks that are laughing and it might be over your head that you're not figuring it out. But I mean, I figured it out so easy, saying, wow. So that if all Americans were thinking like me, then the problem would be solved because we can say, look, bro, I mean, you're the problem, man. There was this thing in Israel a long time ago with King David when he went and he had a child with Bathsheba, and he had Solomon others with her, and he had sex with her, and she got pregnant. So he called the husband away from the battle to come and so he could be blamed for the baby and so on. And the guy said, "No, I can't do that. I can't go wifing now. I got to be in the battle. I want this battle to be done and so on." So instead of going home, he slept by the palace and so forth. So when the king heard that, he get furious and he sent him back with a note, put him in the hottest part of the fight, and he got killed. So now he has the wife and everything else like that. Maybe he's still blaming the child on him. But God sent a prophet, Nathan, to him. He said, David, there's a guy in this kingdom. He has a whole bunch of sheep, a whole flock. And there's one guy across town that has one. This guy with the many sheep and took that one from him and killed the guy. So David said, "Who is this man? Bring him to me so I could, kill him too." And the prophet said, "You are the man, David." And David, iterated the Psalms 51, create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. And then at the end of the whole prayer, God said, David is the man of my own heart. All right. So Huckabee should be like the prophet saying, Israel, you're the problem. And, I don't care. Give Israel the money, do whatever, but don't try to make it appear as if this problem of terrorism is independent. And because we're rich and this and that is simply because we support Israel.